You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Jenny. Subscribe to the channel. Today I've got the all-new 2024 KONA with the N-Line pack.
Hyundai have changed up their trim structuring and now have KONA and KONA Premium with the option to add N-Line pack onto them.
So straight up, there's some very significant changes that had happened to the latest model.
It's now bigger, bolder and jam-packed with tech.
Now the design across all trims is definitely more EV inspired and there's a snazzy new hybrid option. So this is definitely the familiar KONA but leveled up.
First things first, the KONA's got a fresh face. We're talking horizon lighting, signature separated headlights, and an active air flap where the grille used to be.
So it's bolder and it's bigger, which is great because it means more room for you and your buddies.
The design strikes a balance between a modern EV look and classic SUV aesthetics. Plus, 18-inch alloy wheels are standard. I've got the 19s here. This N-Line pack throws in some dynamic exterior tweaks for those looking for an added edge.
I'm actually really digging the back and these large double spoilers.
It's kind of obnoxiously big, but I like it.
There are currently 3 powertrain options available in this KONA lineup,
with a 4th full EV option slated to be released later this year. There is a 2-litre petrol which gives you 110 kilowatts of power and 180 newton meters of torque. It is paired with a CVT and has a combined fuel consumption of 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres. There's also a 1.6 litre hybrid which has a combined power output 77 kilowatts and 144 newton meters of torque. It's paired with a dual clutch transmission and sips a very eco-friendly 3.9 litres per 100 kilometres combined.
And I have the last powertrain option here.
And it's a 1.6 litre turbo petrol which produces 146 kilowatts of power and 265 newton meters of torque. It has the most power and torque from the bunch, but it also means it's the thirstiest at 7.6 litres per 100 kilometres combined.
It's actually a really great range of options.
If you want performance and a sportier drive, get this 1.6 litre turbo. If you are looking for a more eco-friendly option, you would want the 1.6 litre hybrid. And the most affordable and middle point between both of those choices is the 2 litre petrol.
The drive dynamics have also been tailored to suit different needs, tastes and budgets.
For example, the 2 litre and hybrid are both front-wheel, 2-wheel drives.
And this turbo one is an H-track all-wheel drive.
And smartly distributes power between the front and rear wheels depending on the situation, ensuring a smooth and responsive drive.
So I really love the way the drive feels so weighted, grounded and composed. But the steering is a little light for my personal palate.
It's more than capable in city streets, but I also took it for a run through the hills on windier roads where it performed excellently.
So for this category and compared to a lot of the competitors, it's a really solid drive and feels quite premium.
Visibility is improved now. The narrower windows on the outgoing model restricted it a little, but it is better here.
So in regarding nannies, they're obviously on all of these modern cars, but there were quite a lot like from the get-go here. I mean, it's picking up your speed and it was beeping at me because I was doing more than 10, but I was out of the car park. And then so I'm looking at the screen saying what's going on. And then it's giving me the I symbol, which hopefully is not an Illuminati thing, but basically telling me I'm not looking at the road, but it's beeping at me constantly. So there would probably be ways to turn these off, but a little nanny heavy, definitely off the get-go.
Another point I want to pick on here is there is some road noise.
So the previous KONA had a few complaints about the road noise, and they've definitely improved it in this one. You still do hear a little bit, but it's not intrusive. What you do hear with this being the sportier engine is just a bit of that engine rumble, which is actually nice.
And that's me really nitpicking. Okay, so depending on the trim you get, the interior features can really vary.
So I've got the KONA with the N-Line trim, but above that there is a premium KONA with the N-Line trim, and that has all the bells and whistles like electric and heated seats. But in saying that, the design in general in the interior is very well executed.
But what I really want to focus on here is the features and design in general, regardless of trim.
Firstly, the space inside here. It's so spacious in both looks and practically and ergonomically.
Hyundai has implemented their shift-by-wire system that not only looks sleek but also clears up space around the center console.
So the gear selector is here next to the steering wheel, which is saving a lot of space from the center area here.
Again, a feature adapted from the EVs.
Now these are zero gravity seats and they are super comfortable and really supportive.
Meaning optimized distribution of pressure on specific body parts. The most obvious and striking addition are these dual 12.3-inch screens up front. One is the infotainment, the other the instrument cluster.
So it's panoramic style and it's huge, although it's not imposing to your vision while you're driving, and I really appreciate that.
They have all your main features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a range of ambient lighting settings, and the bonus of over-the-air updates.
So it's just a really well laid out cabin, and there's lots of little storage spaces. It's really well thought out. I mean, you've got a shelf here which can obviously fit phones, wallets, that kind of thing. The gear selector being moved has opened up this space, and these are great cup holders. I mean, yes, we've got a bottle holder in the door, but these are really cool. So my big bottle fits really well here, but we thought, you know, how far can we go with this? So I brought, this one's just a little too big. Anyway, got more storage. If you're not using cups here, you could, I don't know, you can store your handbag here, which is really nice. Oh, look at that. Love it. And interesting design here for the center console as well. Like kind of double layers, but it's open. So you can still access in here without having to move the lid, which is cool. So again, the seats in the back are so comfortable, like really good back seat. And the middle seat, although very narrow, is more comfortable and more functional than a lot of them are. And we have air vents, there are USB-C pockets, and standard cup holders. So the boot has 407 litres and it has a space saver spare. Whoop. It's packed with many of the safety features that we already know and love from Hyundai.
Things like adaptive cruise control and lane follow assist, but there are some new, very cool safety features only available on the KONA Premium, which I don't have here, but hopefully we'll get to test out soon. Features like last mile navigation, destination send to car, and if you go premium, you get a 360-degree camera. Many of these features are controllable via the Blue Link app, which is Hyundai's app you can use to control aspects of your car and check status. Pricing for the latest KONA starts at $32,000, and you add $4,000 for the N-Line pack. The KONA Hybrid will cost you $36,000, and this 1.6-litre all-wheel drive KONA, which only comes with the N-Line pack, is $40,000. And a top trim KONA Premium starts at $39,500. And the KONA Premium with the N-Line pack, and in hybrid or as a turbo all-wheel drive, costs you $46,500.
So the 2024 KONA, what's the verdict? So firstly, it's had that trendy facelift, making it more modern and bolder.
There's some great choice with the variety in powertrains, catering to both eco-friendly folks and the adrenaline junkies. Inside, it's spacious and tech-forward, boasting those dual 12.3-inch screens and ultra-comfy seats.
And the drive. It's smooth, responsive, and it handles those windy roads like a champ. So it's priced broadly enough to be affordable for most budgets. And within each of the trims, there's enough features packed in and done really well that it makes it great value. I'm giving it a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel, guys. Peace. See you next time.